Hey, friend. So, I just want to talk about Celie, like real quick, cause it's kind of her story, and we want to get the background on Celie. So, Celie, like post Celie, like suffering in silence. Child, like it's a lot with Celie. I highly encourage you to go read the book. So, anyhow, Celie, the whole thing, like Paul, not Paul, right? So Celie daddy, that, them kids they not her, all right? So, but they is her kids, but they're not her brother and sister, all right? So Celie real daddy, he had money, so it was never giving broke. Celie real daddy had money, and Celie stepdaddy, that man Paul, he was actually a scammer. And he was like around in the neighborhood trying to find, like, all right, so let's go back to Celie daddy. So Celie daddy, he owned a store, and he was too proud, too free. So them folks, they did that thing with that rope that they do to the folks that's too loud and too free. Okay, they got rid of him. And so R.I.P. Celie daddy with all his money, right? Because back then, women had no rights to nothing. So Celie daddy so men could control the wallet. So Celie mama couldn't do nothing. Celie mama lost her mind when Celie daddy died. Okay, so once she lost her mind, here comes scammer daddy, walking around the neighborhood fishing for some new tail, and found a woman that was outside her mind. Cause her husband done died. Cause the mob done killed him. Cause he was too loud, too proud, and too free. Yeah. So that's just a little clip of what happened to Celie before she even got to Mr. House. So everybody, I used to be one of them people like, what happened to Celie? Like, what happened to her mama? Where was these people at? Why wasn't nobody taking care of her? How they allow this man to get up in her house? Her daddy was dead. She had already been traumatized enough before Paul got up in that house. And her mama was sick and sad and had lost her mind. So there was nobody to advocate for Celie. The only person who could speak up for Celie was Nettie. And Nettie is still the younger sister. It's a lot of hurt. It's a lot of layers. And I highly encourage my girls to get out there and read that daggone book. Like, get into Celie. Get into Celie backstory and her daddy and how bold and black he was, and the effects of his passing was enough.